It's another Sunday, it's another brawl, what are we doing?
Nonsense Rumble!
That's right, it's another Rumble because it is another Sunday. That means I've repeated myself, but whatever. Today's theme is going to be what, Rick?
Ice-type Pokemon.
That's right, we're continuing our dive into the Pokemon world. This time we fudged the randomness a bit. It's December, it's effectively Christmas time. What better time to have an Ice-type Pokemon be the topic of discussion?
Yeah, spoiler, it's not going to be Delibird.
It's not going to be Delibird, yeah. Unofficially, we've banned legendaries. We've also banned, not Pseudo legendaries, but stuff like, Ultra Beasts and the weird paradoxes.
Yeah, we've also kind of, honor moded, not pseudo legendaries as well, so things like Salamence and Dragonite.
I didn't know we did that at all.
Okay, have you picked Baxcalibur?
I haven't, but I didn't not pick him because he's a Pseudo legendary, because I didn't realize that was a condition.
Okay. Yeah, they're basically more powerful than a lot of things that are like sub-legendaries like Articuno and all that. So that's why I don't pick them. Paradoxes as well are also up in that list, which is useful because the Paradox form of Delibird would be very on brand for today and also very powerful.
Oh, yeah.
So, we didn't pick that.
But yeah, just a general gist of the rules. We each pick a character that fits the criteria, and then we argue why our character is best. So,
yeah, and how they would win in a fight.
Yeah. Now, if I recall correctly, the format of this show indicates that, Rick, I need to ask if you have an honourable mention.
Yeah, so my honourable mention is Alolan Ninetales. It's possibly my favourite ice type.
Oh, this was straddling the top of mine as well, Rick, because it's such a cool Pokemon. And it's just Ninetales which has been palette swapped.
It is so cool. And it just works so well, doesn't it? The design just looks fantastic, and snow versions of fire things they just go so hard.
Yeah, but the thing with Ninetales in particular is it doesn't look particularly fiery in the first place.
No, it's just a fox.
Well, it's a nine-tailed fox because Japanese lore.
But it's a fox-shaped fox that is a fox and has 9 tails.
Yeah. If anyone ever criticises future generations for their laziness of designs...
Oh, yeah. It's even worse if you go by, some of the Japanese names. Drowsy is just called Sleep. But yeah, my honourable mention is Alolan Ninetales. I didn't pick it because I think what I picked is going to win a fight more easily. How about you? What's your honourable mention? Do you have one?
My honourable mention is Baxcalibur because I love that Pokemon. It's the closest we have to a Godzilla Pokemon. I, however, don't think it's very good.
Oh, it's really good. It's also the first time I've used a pseudo-legendary when it was new on my main team during my first playthrough of a game.
Yeah, but I don't think it does well against ice types.
It's quad-resistant against ice types.
Yes, but I'm thinking with its offense as well, Rick.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's
not quad-resistant. It's neutral, ain't it?
It would be, because Dragon's weak.
Dragon, yeah.
But, I wasn't going to argue because you tend to know more about Pokemon than I do. So, that's just a fact. I'm good at catching Pokemon. I'm usually the first out of our friend group to get the national dex done, but apart from that, I'm not that great. It's why Rick once suggested off camera, hey, once we've got a team of 6, we should just go on this website and put them against each other. And my first question was, does the computer do it for you? He goes, no, you get to pick it. I went, there's no point because you'll win. That's just a fact. And also, half our team at this point is the same.
Yeah.
So
Azumarill and...
So it would just come down to who's the better person at playing Pokemon, and I'd argue that's probably Rick.
Maybe so.
It's just a guess on my part. I don't do competitive. But anyway, yeah, Baxcalibur's my pick, who has been unofficially disqualified anyway, but for the fact that he's a pseudo-legendary. So Rick, let's get down to brass tacks. Who is your actual pick?
My pick turns out to be the second ever Pokemon I got as a shiny, Mamoswine.
Oh, yes, Earth type, Ice type. Is this the one that's shiny, looks like it's poo green?
Yeah, so the Piloswine is this cool gold, and then, but Swinub and Mamoswine are both shitty green.
I get it. I think it's meant to be algae-ish.
Yeah, it's not the worst shiny, but green shinies tend not to go very, very hard at all. I picked this because it's got a really good spread of being incredibly bulky, being incredibly strong. It's slow, but it also has priority moves, and ground is an incredibly good complement to Ice in that it neutralizes a lot of the weaknesses, not all of them, and it doesn't add any quad weaknesses, which is partially why I didn't pick Alone on Ninetales with its like 2 double weaknesses.
What's its second double weakness? It's a fairy, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's got like fighting and steel.
Is fairy
not fighting?
I was going to say fairy's resistant to fighting, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's definitely steel. I think it's got another one as well. I might be thinking of Sandslash, which was my other pick. It's definitely got ground fighting and fire.
Yeah.
It's one of those, like, a lot of these extra types that you can add to Ice, yes, they're good types, but they normally add, like, quad weaknesses.
I get you, man.
I think Ground is one of the few that doesn't. I think Ghost is another one that doesn't.
Yeah, but I can think of one Ice Ghost type.
Yeah, Frostlass.
I think Glalie as well, isn't it?
Oh, Glalie is Mono Ice.
Is it? Oh, okay, well, I misremembered that.
Yeah, Frostlass is the Ghost Ice one, which is cool. But yeah, I think Mamoswine is a good pick. It's just generically incredibly strong. Is it my favorite Pokemon of all time? No.
Do I
think it's going to win a lot? Yeah, I think it's going to go hard. How are you going to beat my Mamoswine?
Well, I don't think I am, because you having a ground type has actually kind of fucked me a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I picked Alolan Sandslash, which I believe is now 4 times weak against that. Is Ground as strong against Ice, or is it weak against Ice? Or is
no,
it both?
it's Ground does neutral damage against Ice.
So
it's only going to be 2 times against the Steel part. I'm going to be taking neutral damage from your incoming Ice things, and actually I'm going to take super effective damage from your incoming Steel type stuff.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of things resist Steel.
Yeah, Steel is strong against Ice, but yeah, I think
neutral on Ground.
Yeah, Ground will be neutral. Steel will be super. But your Ground likewise is going to be strong against Steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they both have Ice Shard actually.
But that's a moot one. That one.
Yeah, it's a case if you only click it when someone is on 2 HP and you need to win next round.
Yeah, this is going to be a case of how big is Mamoswine's hit pool? Pretty big.
It's generically a bit bigger. Yeah. I think. To be honest, I'm thinking Mamoswine wins because.
Well, I'm inclined to think that as well, but like Sandslash is faster, like hands down. Sandslash has a big physical attacker. The thing is I think Mamoswine is also like usually defense HP is what you pump their points into.
Yeah. Like you got like attack HP, attack defense, or special defense or whatever. So if you pump special defense, then
no. There's no
points.
There's no ifs. What would you generically pick to pump into?
Yeah, probably just attack and health.
Attack and health, like, okay, that doesn't pump his defense up anymore.
It doesn't.
But like again, like I'm used to Mamoswine like threatening to breach 400 HP.
Yeah, whereas your Sandslash you probably go attack and speed, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and it's usually sitting around 184.
Yeah. Sandslash does better in the snow than Mamoswine.
And Mamoswine usually has that ability that summons snow.
No, that's.
I'm thinking of Obama Snow.
Yeah, you're thinking of Barack. Yeah.
Who?
Barack Obama Snow.
That's not a joke anyone's gonna get.
Yeah, Obama Snow makes the snow. So does Ninetales most of the time as well. But yeah, if I'd have picked Ninetales, then it would just buff Sandslash.
Oh yeah, no, you'd be fucked because of the Steel.
Oh yeah, I'd be fucked because of Steel, and I'd be buffing Sandslash to make it faster and win. I'd be instantly counter-picking myself.
Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to just bow out gracefully and give it to Mamoswine. Like, I could argue in certain circumstances Sandslash would win this fight, but probably not.
As much as I love Sandslash, it is one of my favourite Pokemon of all time. Yeah, I think Mamoswine wins.
Well, do the announcement instead of just being like, I think blah 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 blah.
So, Mamoswine wins!
Yeah, Mamoswine wins. I don't think Sandslash goes down without a fight, mind you, but I do think... I think it would be like an 8-2 split. If there were 10 fights, Mamoswine would win 8 times.
Yeah, probably about that, yeah.
Assuming competent trainers.
Oh, yes. Like, if you're just picking Swords Dance the entire time until you die, then yeah, of course you're going to lose.
Yeah, looking at you, prick with the Soul Rock.
Oh, yeah. And it just gets all of its shit reset every time as well.
Yeah,
he just keeps doing it like a prick.
Yeah, one of the worst things about team games where you have to have AI opponents is the developers have to make the AI worse than humans.
Yeah, totally.
But they don't need to make them that bad.
Oh, Oh, yeah. They could at least, throw you a bone,
Yeah, they do throw you a bone. So every so often you get Peony on your team and he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, or Peonia.
Yeah, she's adorable, bless. But anyway, that brings us to a close of this Ice-type Pokemon Rumble. Mamoswine wins. Not unanimously, not completely.
Yeah, but it's not a clean sweep, but he does clean clock.
Yeah, I'd say Mamoswine is more likely to win this than Sandslash. And yeah, that brings us to a close. Join us next week for our next Rumble.
Bye, everybody.